I know why you brought me here this morning.
Do you?
You wanted to try and talk me out of bringing charges against you.
Well, I thought that if we had a chance, we might discuss...
Save it, Dr. Bauer. And the whining and dining. You're wasting it on me. I'm going to prove you were drunk and get you kicked out of Cedars if it's the last thing I do.
Reba's necessary.
No, but they are enjoyable.
I think it would be more constructive if we would rationally discuss exactly what happened in OR.
When I smelled liquor on your breath?
When you thought you did. I'm sure I can make you understand.
I understand already. You were loaded. The stench of whiskey on your breath was thick enough to cut with a knife, and your hands were shaking so bad you couldn't even hold a scalpel.
That is not true. You misinterpreted what was happening.
Did I? Did I misinterpret the liquor bottle that was in your locker? No way. That was proof positive. Solid proof that you were drinking on duty.
Miss Wheaton, we have been through this. That bottle didn't prove anything.
Yes. And you know I'm right, though. You know you were lying through your teeth when we were in your wife's office.
Nurse.
You're just lucky there's so much nepotism amongst the powers that be at Cedars. Otherwise, you'd be out on the street right now drinking rubbing alcohol.
All right. That's enough.
Are you kidding? I'm just getting started. No one's been willing to believe me so far. Everyone's protecting the great Dr. Bauer. Well, this I promise you. If your wife refuses to submit my report to the Medical Standards and Practice Board, I'll take it there myself.
Excuse me, would either of you like anything to drink before you order your brunch?
Sure. I'll have a martini, please. And you'll have the usual, won't you, Chief? 1 bottle of whiskey for the good doctor. Straight up. I'd like a refill, please. Oh, that's clever. Very clever, Regis. Having the waiter pour it so it looks like soda?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Well, you spiked this at the bar. What did you use? Gin? No, vodka, right? That's always better for a sneaky Pete.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Well, you sure know how to show a girl a good time, Doc.
You're not out to get me because of the OR incident. It goes deeper than that, doesn't it?
What's this? Trying your hand at a little psychiatry? Good idea. I mean, at least that way your patients have a fighting chance. They can get up and walk out when you come to work falling down drunk.
And I know that this isn't just some misguided righteous anger or random spite. You have something against me personally.
Sure I do. I can't stand middle-aged men with boyish smiles.
What's behind all of this?
Oh, thank you, Regis.
What's behind it? Tell me.
Do you really want to know?
Yes. Yes, I do.
It's because you've had it so damn easy all your life.
And why do you say that?
Money, that's why. And a couple of big shot parents to grease your way. You had it made since the day you were born.
Not really. I mean, I had disappointments growing up. I had a normal childhood.
Normal? What do you know from normal? You've been pampered and spoiled by everybody who's ever known you. I can see it in your face. You've never suffered, not really suffered.
You are very, very wrong about that.
Well, there's one thing I'm sure as hell not wrong about. You had your medical degree handed to you on a silver platter like it was your birthright. You had the private schools, the prep schools, the college. It was a cakewalk all the way.
It wasn't always that easy. I had to take the same courses that everyone else had to. I had to study hard just like everyone else had to.
Some people never got the chance to take those courses. Some people didn't have the connections or the money to even go to med school.
That's it. You wanted to be a doctor.
Wanted to. I would have killed to become a doctor. I dreamed of being a surgeon. It was my only dream since I was 6 years old. But then the bubble burst when I was 20. Sorry, Miss Wheaton. You show a great deal of promise. But scholarships are limited.
So you became a nurse.
I settled for second best. I settled for assisting in OR, for passing the surgical instruments instead of using them. You don't know what hell that is. You don't know.
I understand why you're bitter. But you can't let it color everything. You have a great deal to be proud of.
Such as?
Well, for one thing, you are the best OR nurse that I've ever worked with.
That's not good enough. Would it be enough for you?
You know, Cedars has a night school program for the staff members. Why don't you enroll in that?
Yeah, right. I can take 1 or 2 courses a semester, and I can make it to intern just in time to retire.
No, it won't take that long. But you'll get credit for your nursing degree and for your experience. And we have an accelerated course.
No! It's too late.
No, it isn't. Don't you dare believe that, not for a minute. Charlotte, you can do it.
You're not just saying that.
No. You are a very bright woman, and God knows you're committed. You're motivated?
I used to think so too, but I'd like another martini, please.
You don't need that. That's enough.
Who are you to be telling me that?
Alcohol is not going to take the pain away. I learned that years ago, the hard way. It doesn't do it. Believe me, I know.
Wrong about you. It could have been antiseptic I smelled in the OR that time, not alcohol.
Well, that would be an easy mistake to make.
It must have been antiseptic. You would never drink before surgery. You're not the type of person who would jeopardize your patient's life. And you've got your drinking problem totally under control.
I'm glad you understand that.
I do. And I'm going to withdraw my charges today.
Thank you. I think that's best for everyone.
Are you ready to order now?
Yes, I think we are.
Would you mind if I order for both of us?
Of course not. You're the doctor. So that's what Eggs Benedict is supposed to taste like.
Did you enjoy them?
I'm in heaven. I wonder, though.
What?
I noticed they had desserts on the menu.
Oh, yeah. Spectacular desserts. Go ahead, try one.
Do you think I should?
Definitely.
All right. But just this once.
Oh. Excuse me, I have to call in. Try one. Phone. Right back in here.
Desserts, ma'am?
I'd like a double martini, please, and make it snappy. Thanks for the meal, Doc. But you're not home free yet, not by a long shot. You're still gonna get what's coming to you.
The mobster's dynasty.
This is what's gonna put Anthony away forever.
But will they live to tell? Then, on Guiding Light, will Ed and Moe's reconciliation be threatened by Charlotte's scheming?
Great Dr. Bauer has a secret, and I'm gonna find out what it is.
The Young and the Restless, and Guiding Light.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing about you two. Excuse me. Yes, Charlotte, would you care to join us?
Good morning, Dr. Bauer. How are you today?
Fine, and yourself?
Much better since our little talk yesterday.
Good.
Dr. Ramsey, how are you feeling? It won't be long now.
No, not long at all.
Mr. Reed, it's very nice to see you. I really enjoy listening to your talk show.
Well, thank you. We need more fans like you.
Oh, I'll tell my friends. I'm sure they'll love the Mole and Fletcher hour just as much as I do.
Great.
Oh, well, my break is over. Nice seeing you all.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What has gotten into her? She's actually nice.
Well, I took Fletcher's advice, and I invited her to lunch yesterday. Had a nice long talk, and she is dropping all the charges against me.
Way to go.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. That should put an end to all those ugly rumors.
Yes.
Thank you. Well, now, at least, I think things can get back to normal.
Yes.
Don't bet on it, Dr. Bauer.
Happened between Ed and Claire in Beirut.
Yeah, I think so. I hope so.
What about Ed's drinking?
Well, that's behind him, Ross. He admitted that he did fall off the wagon once, but it's not going to happen again.
Good. I'm relieved to hear that, and I'm happy for you.
Oh, thanks. I am too. Gosh, I wish that I could forget about everything that happened in Beirut, but I can't. Every time I look at Claire, it reminds me. And it hurts, but I guess it always will. Things going to be all right now that peace has been restored.
I hope so, Maureen. Give my best to Ed, will you?
Oh, sure will.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
I'll keep it in mind, okay? Hi, beautiful.
Doubt it.
How about an early lunch with a secret admirer?
Oh, I'd love to. But I can't. I've got work to do.
Listen, I really do have to go. I'd love to stay, but I got a deadline next week, okay? Huh?
I gotta make rounds with it anyway.
All right.
Go do what you have to do.
Oh, listen.
What?
Seriously, I really do want you to talk to Ed about what happened in OR, all right?
Yes.
I mean, I hate to press it, really, but we're together now. We're happy. And we promised to be honest. And it's just too good to ruin with a lie, another lie, okay?
Careful, Fletcher.
Sorry,
Take it slow.
Doctor. Okay, all right. Bye-bye.
Hi. You ready to make some rounds?
Yes.
Where's Lillian? Could you put that in there?
I'd like to
Okay.
talk to you first, Ed.
Yeah, sure. I've got a couple of minutes.
Look, it bothers me that things aren't settled between you and Mo.
What's the settle? Mo and I are back together, and I have stopped drinking.
I know, but you have not told her what really happened in OR, Ed.
Claire, this really isn't the place to carry on this discussion. What?
If you want things to stay good between you and Mo, you have got to stop keeping secrets from her. You can't lie to her again, Ed. You're asking for trouble if she finds out what really happened.
Claire, it is over. It is in the past. Now, if I bring it up, what's it going to do? It's just going to open up old wounds. It's
Tell
never
her.
going to happen again.
Tell her, Ed, before somebody else does.
You'll have to make rounds by yourself. I'll catch you later.
Now I can find out why Fletcher Reed visited the fertility clinic. Okay, they were in Beirut at the same time. Something happened between Ed and Claire while Maureen and Fletcher were missing. Maureen is infertile, Claire is pregnant, and now they're keeping secrets from each other. Well, whatever it is, it should be a good one. All right, Fletcher Reed, why did you visit the fertility clinic? More. It's missing. The doctor's notes and diagnosis have been erased. Well, that won't stop me. I'm going to find out what was missing from Fletcher Reed's file. And when I do, I'm going to have the secret to Cedar's illustrious foursome.
Good evening. May I help you?
Oh, I hope so. My name is Charlotte Wheaton. I work in OR at Cedars.
Sarah Stewart. Pleased to meet you. What can I do for you?
Well, I've been in OR for quite a few years now, and I've been thinking maybe I'd like a change.
I see. And you want to get the lowdown about this place? What it's like working in fertility?
Exactly. I even brought a small bribe.
Well, that wasn't necessary, but thanks. Pull up a chair. Let's see. Where to start? I guess the main difference between the work we do here and primary nursing care is that the emphasis is on the patient's emotional needs rather than the physical ones.
Well, you make working here sound so wonderful. But there must be some downside to all of this.
Well, let's see. I guess some people wouldn't like the hours.
What are they?
11:30 to 7:30, 3 times a week. Dr. Roger and Dr. Crum set it up that way to accommodate their patients who work 9 to 5.
It wouldn't bother me. I love to sleep in.
Well, I guess probably...
Are you all right?
I feel faint all of a sudden and nauseous.
Oh, dear. Well, maybe you should lie down.
No, I couldn't.
Oh, why not? I'm sure there's a bed free.
I'm on duty.
Oh, I can cover for you.
No, that won't be necessary. This'll pass, really. Besides, I have to be here to help out with...
Oh, Sarah, you're not in shape to help with anything. Listen, you just take a rest, and I think it will do the trick.
You're right. I guess it would be best. Dr. Crum's on tonight. When he comes out of his office...
I'll explain everything to him. Now, are you sure you can make it by yourself?
Yes, you stay. I'll be fine.
Okay, go slow. Don't push yourself. Come on, Fletcher Reed. I know you're in here somewhere.
This portion of Guiding Light is presented...
Randolph, Rawling, Reed, Fletcher. Here it is. Finally, I get to find out what was deleted from those computer records.
Sarah, would you please come in here and, who are you?
I'm a friend of Sarah's.
Where is she?
Oh, she's lying down.
Lying down? Why?
Nothing serious. She was just showing me around the office, and she began to feel a little bit faint, so I offered to cover for her while she took a little nap.
Well, that was generous of you, Ms.
Wheaton. Charlotte Wheaton.
Ms. Wheaton, but I must say I'm surprised Sarah agreed. This isn't a receptionist job. It requires
a nurse, I know. I work in OR at Cedars.
Oh, I see. Well, then I suppose that,
Did you need Sarah's help with the patient?
Yes, I did, as a matter of fact.
Well, I'd be glad to pinch hit for that, too.
You would? Oh, thank you. That'd be good. This way. It's a Mrs. Ernst. She's in a rather delicate, what are you doing with that file?
Sarah left it on the desk. I was going to file it for her.
Oh, well, you can do that later.
Yes, Doctor.
Thank you, Miss Wheaton. You were a big help tonight.
Oh, I'm always glad to lend a hand. But poor Sarah.
Yes, she certainly was in bad shape when I checked her over.
And if I'd known how bad, I would have urged her to go home right away.
Strange how quickly it happened. One minute she was perfectly fine, and then the next, it was almost as if she'd
Viruses can happen like that. I had one like this last winter. Right in the middle of an operation, it hit me. It was just awful.
Yeah, I suppose that's the case here.
Must be. I only hope that Sarah's type is the 24-hour kind. Mine was.
That'd be something anyway. Coming.
Oh, no, you go ahead, Doctor. I'm going to finish up the chart on this last patient.
Oh, now you don't have to do that.
Oh, but I want to.
You're sure?
Absolutely. My shorthand's such a mess. I wouldn't want Sarah to have to try and decipher it tomorrow, especially if she's feeling under the weather.
Well,
Oh, no, it's no trouble at all. I'll lock up after myself.
All right. Thank you again.
Good night, Doctor. Well. Fletcher Reed had a vasectomy 5 years ago. That means he can't be the father of Dr. Ramsey's baby. Could it be? Not Dr. Ramsey's good friend and mentor. Not that surgeon most noble, that pillar of society, that family man supreme. Look out, Dr. Edward Bauer. I just may have you now.
This has been Guiding Light.